All right, this is BSG. This is BSG. And I come to talk to you today. Listen, I got a good one for you today. Philadelphia, USA. They being forced to hire armed security guards at the gas stations because the people are getting terrorized that's coming to the gas station, and the owners and whatnot are getting terrorized too. And guess what? It's not by people our age. It's not by people that's a little younger than us. It's by children, probably like 20 years old and under. They going in these gas stations, they tearing up the gas station, they robbing people, they carjacking people, and all above. I mean, you got security guards at the gas station, and they got machine guns. They ain't just got pistols on their side. They probably got those too, but these dudes is walking around like you coming onto an army base. They got machine guns. They wearing Kevlar. They wearing bulletproof vests and all of that. I mean, it's getting bad out here, y'all. And this is why you got to take the Lord with you everywhere you go. Because if you don't know what could possibly come up. I mean, when you go to the gas station, this armed security guards now. I mean, where else do we need security guards at? Do we need them at the churches? Do we need them at schools? Do we need them at I don't know, everywhere you go? Look, we got to get a hold of these young people, y'all. These young people, man, we got to get a hold of them because it's getting out of hand. We got a whole generation of younger people that don't know nothing about God. They're not interested in God. They're not being took to church. They're not being taught the right stuff. And it's not their fault though. It's our fault because we're not going to reach them. Parents, it's up to you to teach your children about the Lord. Put some fear in them about God because these kids now don't have no fear of nothing. They don't fear the police, they don't fear judges, they don't fear jail, and they don't fear you. You the parent, you cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, taking them here and there, buying them all these video games that's not really helping them at all, and they ain't studying what you talking about. They going out here, man, doing exactly everything that they want to do, and it's getting them in trouble, it's getting them locked up, and it's some of them is even leaving off the face of the earth because of the choices that they making because you as the parent is not giving them the right stuff. Okay, I remember back in the days when I went to school. When you acted up in school, oh, you got a whooping right there in the school. They sent you right down the hall to the gym teacher, and he pulled out that big paddle, man, and lifted you up off the ground just about with that paddle. And you know what happened when I got home? I got another whooping because I shouldn't have been acting up. Them teachers wasn't lying on me. I was being bad. And some of your children doing the same thing, but yet we don't want to discipline them the old school way, like what the Bible has taught us. We busy saying that God is doing a new thing and the Lord told me that. Look, it's in the Bible what you're supposed to be doing. Lord ain't doing no new thing. He doing the same thing what he been doing from the beginning. We the one trying to do some new stuff and it ain't working. It's not ain't no way in the world, man. We supposed to be going to a gas station, and because the kids are so bad, it's armed guards out there. Somebody getting ready to get hurt because these guards that I seen on here, they look like they ain't playing. They ain't cracking no smiles, and they like we got a right to defend this place, and they gonna defend it. So I'm just telling you, we we got to get Pookie and Ray Ray in them together, okay? And then Pookie Ray Ray, it could be any color. They could be white, black, or turquoise green. I don't care what color they is. We got to get them together. Okay, now look, I know it was a whole mass exodus of people leaving my city, going to move in a quote unquote good quote unquote neighborhood, good area. And now we see it ain't no, all areas is kind of bad now. And so what happened was, you took baby Pookie and baby Ray Ray out there to the good areas, as you call it, because you want to get away from whatever is going on instead of just trying to teach your kids the right stuff. And now they done grown up, and now they Pookie and Ray Ray, big Pookie and Ray Ray, out there in quote unquote good neighborhood, doing the stuff that was going on in the regular neighborhood, and now it's bad out there. And guess what? The neighborhood you ran from, it has something. It done got a little better in the neighborhood that you left. That's not good. That's not good. We shouldn't have to be running around talking about a good neighborhood. If we could just all teach, it got to get better in the house first. These kids don't have no fear of you. They don't have no fear of God. And it's your fault. It's not nobody else's fault. We can't blame the TV, really. We can't blame the video games and stuff like that. It's what you teaching them. Instead of giving them a spanking like the Bible tell you to do. I ain't saying abusing them now. Come on. I'm talking about giving them a spanking because they being bad. You'd rather take a video game, a phone from them, make them go, I don't know, to their room. When these kids, man, is disrespecting you, like I said, I went to a school to do a talk, and these kids were just as bad as they wanted to be, man. I'm talking about little kids. I ain't talking about high schoolers. I'm talking about middle school and down. They cussing and carrying on. I remember when I was a child, we wouldn't dare cuss around nobody that was grown. Yeah, we cussed, but we didn't do it around no grown-ups because we knew better. But now these kids ain't studying no grown-ups. They ain't studying. You better not say nothing to them either about them cussing. They'll cuss you out. So I'm telling the truth. It's so different because we have allowed it to be different. We not getting back. We done got away from the basic, the roots of the situation, of the solution to the situation that's going on. I mean, when I'm going to the gas station, the last thing is on my mind is that I'm about to get robbed. But it's a reality. I've seen things at gas stations go on. I've seen some terrible stuff go on. So my question to you today is this a good move? Is this something that needs to be done? Do we need to start having armed security guards at all gas stations? Do we need to have armed security guards at, I don't know, all grocery stores? Do we need armed security guards at the churches? Because we know stuff is going on in the grocery stores, the churches, schools, and everywhere else. I'll tell you what I think. We need to take the Lord with us everywhere we go. At all times, bless him. And I guarantee you, if you blessing him, he gonna bless you. Bless the Lord at all times because he's worthy. And he's our only hope at this point. We got to do something about these kids. God is going to be their only hope because this generation that's coming up now are having children. And can you imagine what those children are going to be like? Come on, y'all. Let's start today. Let's start today. If you got kids and grandkids inside of your home, let's get back to the old school way of what the Bible tells us to do to make kids to act right. Train up a child in the way he should go, or she, and when they get old, they won't depart from it. And it's so true because that's why I'm saved today. That's why I'm living for the Lord today, because I was taught that when I was a child. I got away from it, but God brought me back. And he can do the same for your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Don't lose the one. We can't save them all, but we can save the ones that's right there with us. Come on, grandmothers. Come on, mothers. Come on, fathers. Come on, grandfathers. Let's go back to the old school way. Let's raise these kids up with fear of the Lord and with discipline of the paddle or the hand. The old school way. I could tell you some stories about me getting disciplined. My God. But I thank God for that because it made me to the man that I am today. You want to raise some good men and some good women of God that's going to fear the Lord and also fear you? Discipline them the old school way. Like how you got disciplined. Did you forget? Did you forget that you got whoopings when you was a child? You didn't get no video game took from you. You got a spanking. I ain't saying to abuse your kid. Let me make that clear because people take stuff and run with it. I'm not talking about abusing children. I'm talking about when a kid is incorrigible. They don't want to listen. They don't want to do nothing that you telling them to do. They talking back. No, You get zero chances to talk back. In fact, you don't even explain yourself to me. Just be quiet and listen right now. Let me finish talking to you before you start saying, but I didn't, but I no. Don't allow the kids to be explaining to you. Let you the parent. Who is the parent? You or them? There's no explanation. I know what you've been doing because you my child, and I know what you did. They not lying on you at the school. And they not. Because they wasn't lying on me. Because I was kind of bad. Okay? So I got tore up twice at school and at home. And I'm thankful for it now. I didn't appreciate it then, but I do now. So that's all I got for you for today. I mean, I actually got much more, but it's got to be another show. Again, what's your opinion? Should we have security guards all over the place because of the kids? Should we have them at the gas stations? Is that a good move? I mean, I'm just saying, terrorizing the gas station is one of a vulnerable place that we all got to go to if you got a car. Everybody go there. More people go to the gas station than go to churches and probably grocery stores because they got to go if you got a vehicle. Plus, they sell food inside the gas station and everything else. All right, I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna stop right here. Subscribe to the channel. Click like and all of that other stuff that that you do when you're on YouTube or whatever. And that's all I gotta say to you for today. I love the Lord and I love you too. Be safe out there. Peace.